Joining me right now from the Crawford School District is Superintendent Todd Martin. Good morning, Todd.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, good. Hey, wow, how'd fall go? I mean, we're almost, we're in winter now. We just made it through our fall season. How did it go for you?
Well, I tell you, this is year 14 for me at Colonel Crawford, 11 as superintendent, and it's one of the best falls I can remember.
Yeah,
Top to bottom.
Yeah.
Academics, athletics. I look back and our girls' golf team went to the state. Our girls' cross-country team finished third in the state.
Wow.
Football won 10 games, got to the third game of the playoffs. Volleyball won 19, the most since I've been here in 14 years.
Yeah.
It's been amazing. And our start for the girls' basketball and boys' basketball, great start.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything's going really well.
Good,
My daughter's
good.
on the swim team, and
Yeah.
so I get to see all those. And our swim team they're just killing it right now.
Nice.
In the pool.
Right, yeah.
So, and I even had the opportunity to head out to Suburban a couple times and check out our bowlers, and those kids have a great time out there.
Yeah.
On the bowling team. So we're off to a really good start.
Bowling's really taken off, hasn't it?
It has. You know,
Yeah.
the night I was out there, Bucyrus had a team, Winford had a team, and there's a lot of kids out there bowling. Now we're trying to grow ours to get more kids out, because I think there's a target audience there that go home after school, and it would be good for them to do this.
Right. Yeah.
It's like when we started esports about three years ago before COVID. There's a target audience of kids that esports is right down their alley, and
Yeah.
it's fun to watch kids do something they love.
Sure. Fantastic.
And not go home and sit on the couch after school.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting a plug out there again. I put it on social media, and I've sent out mass emails. We are doing an alumni military board, so I am collecting pictures for any of our alumni who served in the Army, or are serving currently or have served, and I want to get your picture. Make sure if you send me a picture, you have your name, how you want it listed, because I don't want to mess up any spellings when we put those up. But right now the board is probably a little over a third full, and it's really neat to see what people look like. I have some guys who served in Vietnam on the board, and to look at their pictures way back when,
Right.
it's really interesting. And I think it's going to be a tribute to those people who have sacrificed and served their country. We say thank you.
Yeah. Nice.
Spelling bee winners. I thought I would get those out because we had that this week. First grade spelling bee winner is Jackson Lewis. Second grade is Evan LaForest. Third grade is Jonah Fote. And then we have middle school spelling bee, which is 6 through 8. Everybody, it's a free-for-all. So I got the top 4. We got Maylin Webb in first, 8th grader. Grayson Grove finished second, 7th grader. And then we have 2 6th graders rounding up. Taylor Shields was third, and Annabelle Harris was 4th. So congratulations to those kids on the spelling bee.
Nice. Yeah.
So it's always fun to watch that, because the parents come in, we put back rows in there, and grandparents come in, they're all excited watching the kids compete. And that's a good first taste for them, 6th graders, for competition in front of a crowd. And
Sure. Right.
it's fun to watch. We our academic challenge teams, middle school, high schools, in full swing, traveling and doing the academic thing, and we're proud of those kids too that are putting in extra time to do that. But I think the big thing right now is I love this season. I don't love the weather.
Yeah.
I don't like the snow. I'm not a big fan of the wet and cold. But I love 'tis the season, the Christmas season. And there's a lot of things happening right now. We have our National Honor Society students, our student council are both touring and doing activities at the nursing homes.
Okay.
We have some activities that we've gone into Galleon homes and into Bucyrus. And those people just light up when the kids come in and want to work with them, and our kids light up too. It's a great activity. Our vocal music group called Vision, they will be performing next week in some of the Galleon and Bucyrus nursing homes. Some of their songs. We have a ukulele club.
Nice.
Kids in the elementary. It's awesome. It truly is. They'll be performing as well.
Right. Okay.
The people will get to see them. And then we have Christmas concerts. Those are coming up. I've already attended one. We have the preschool pre-K is a big event. The elementary just packs the house. We don't have enough seats, so we have people standing in the hallway and standing in the back, and that's a tribute to this community.
Right.
This community wants to see the kids, and I mean that's just wonderful when you have community engagement. One of my goals of the 3 that I have, obviously one is student safety and well-being would be primary. Academics, and then community engagement. And I think our community just packs the house.
Mm-hmm.
They love our kids, they love our staff, and they support us very well. So thank you to the community and as that continues. We have the Leo Club doing pictures with Santa for the elementary.
Mm-hmm.
So Santa Claus will be out there, and kids will have the opportunity to get their pictures taken with Santa Claus, and maybe whisper a few wish lists.
Sure.
We have the vocal and instrumental musicals that'll be happening, high school and middle school. One of my favorites, and don't knock on my sweater today, Ugly Sweater Day. December 19th, we do the Ugly Sweater Day, and I love breaking out, and I've got an assortment. My wife over the years has bought me like 5 or 6 of the ugliest sweaters,
right.
but I love breaking them out. You know, I have a circuit of 12 ties for Christmas,
Okay.
so I have to break those out and get them going.
Sure.
And I was just telling my wife, she's next door right now, I stopped over and said, I have to go home and change because I didn't realize we have a basketball game tonight. We played Bucyrus. And what am I wearing? Yeah, I know against Bucyrus, but my community's going to expect me to be black and gold. I have to, after the show, run home real quick and change. So I'm appropriate for the basketball game after school. I would like to thank a group. We received a donation in the amount of $30,000 from Shirley Deeb, James Deeb, a LLC called Beards and Bullets Ranch LLC, and Alicia and Dustin Scrow. They donated $30,000 to build an awning. We have a pickup system at the end of the day where the elementary kids come out, line up on spots, and the cars pull up. It's like a drive-through. We started it in COVID, and it works so well, and it keeps the building safe. As you bring the kids out, you don't bring people in.
Sure.
And it's just so efficient. So they had an idea, these parents, when they came to me and said, hey, if we were to donate, do you think this would be a good project? And they told me, and I said, it's a dynamite project.
Yeah.
So community engagement at its best right there.
Right.
So we'll be looking to see if we can get an awning that'll go about 40 yards, that'll cover the kids and staff as we load the cars up at the end of the day and as people come into the building. So a worthwhile project. We will be honoring our Girls State Track Championship team. They won the state last year, girls high school track. So on December 30th, a boys basketball game versus Mohawk, we will be honoring the state champs, which doesn't happen very often.
Right.
That's a big deal. So, you know, kids, that's a time kids are home from college. It's the first time we get everybody home to do it. So we're excited for those kids and the parents to have that opportunity to be recognized.
Sure.
You know, I know in college, I played at Malone College for 4 years in basketball. We beat Cleveland State, which it was a huge upset back then. And they honored us at the 25-year mark. And it was, as an old guy, that was a big deal. Going back at center court and waving at the crowd. And we had a big dinner. So it's always good when you recognize achievements. And I think it becomes more special the older you get.
Sure.
And, you know, I talked a little bit about, we've had Steve Moore, which was a superintendent at Winford and local guy that travels around now doing leadership, does a lot of golf. But he does speaking engagements, and he spoke to our leadership group, our high school, and he did a piece on attitude of gratitude. And I sat in on that because I told Steve, I want to hear what you present. And I'm kind of excited myself. And, you know, it was a dynamite presentation, but I think this is a season that you really can do that. Attitude of gratitude. You know, I went to a seminar just last week, and it was a grief seminar, how to deal with students or families who go through grief, a team that responds to that. And one of the lessons was to divide up a paper into grids and put down something that's really stressing you right now. And then in the other marks of that grid, spaces, put something you're real thankful for. And after you get done with that activity, it's like, boy, you should really have an attitude of gratitude. If you look at all the good things in your life, and I'm like that as a superintendent. If I look at something that's stressing me at school, boy, I can look at all the other grids and all the other spaces, and I'm just tickled at what I see at Crawford with my staff, with my students, with the community. It's an amazing place, you know. And I always brag on my board. I've had a good board for 11 years. All 11 years I've been superintendent. I've had a fantastic school board. We're blessed. We're truly blessed. I almost feel spoiled. And then I want to thank the Colonel Crawford Lions Club. They're always giving to our kids, whether it be Student of the Month scholarships, whether it be scholarships at the end of the year for college. They gave financial donation for 3 families over the holiday season here. So, you know, we get to identify 3 families who are really in need, and the Lions Club are going to give them cash to help get them through the holidays. So, again, just another piece of our community stepping up and helping out. So, with that being said, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, and from my house, Colonel Crawford, to yours, we're truly thankful for all we have.
Thank you, Todd, for coming in. Have a Merry Christmas to you, by the way.
As you as well. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.